Hello and welcome back to Red Panda Destiny. Here doing our continuing series on the best series to start in 2019, which is of course Two of These People Are Lying. This time we're covering Season 1, Episode 1, Meatballs, Noseflutes, and Judith. Their debut episode. It's quite entertaining. Our first thing we have, finger in lens there. I actually have a little clip for, just roll back the tape here.
Yeah, you're Gary Brannan. I adore distilled.
And that sets the tone for all of Gary's intros for the whole series. Always obscure, random, and entertaining. Also provides an excellent example of why I don't like the fact that they censor the swearing, because it would probably be a lot funnier if we could hear it the same way they could hear it. But anyway, I will still give a positive for that. And then the second positive is actually for what happens a few seconds later with Matt's opening, which is basically, how do I follow that up? And then Gary, what you gonna call me that object over here? It's funnier, the show. Well, I do need to state at this point, there will be major spoilers, so do go watch the real episode. Link is at the bottom before you watch mine, and it will make a lot more sense. But moving on to round one, which is Cabaco. Chris said it was a sausage manufacturing company in Finland, I believe. Gary said it was a meatball on a stick, a Finnish food item, which leads to a entertaining section on meatball dispensaries, the vignette of pulling levers and meatballs coming out. It goes on. So positive for that one. And then Matt came up with a story about a Marcel Cabaco, was a circus performer married to a Judith. Somehow they get a joke out of Judith Cabaco, but I didn't. I don't get it. I guess it sounds funny. Somehow. But not a very interesting round as far as comedic elements go, but good stage setter. Very plausible answers from all three. And then Tom manages to pick the wrong one. He actively rules out meatballs on a stick, and it gets proven wrong. But we'll move on to the second round, which is Lento Kenta, something like that. Also Finnish. Don't know how they end up two Finnish things in one episode, but there you go. So Gary decided it was a noseflute genre named after a Russian region where it originated. Very, very specific. Made it quite plausible, actually. And then Matt said it was a region of Finland, which was home to 12 people and an airport, which actually by itself was a pretty funny joke, so that's going to get a positive. And then they somehow end up on Yetis in airports. I don't know how the topic of Yeti came up. I think Chris just misheard something and somehow Yeti entered into the conversation. And then they somehow ended up putting the Yeti in a 50s stewardess outfit with hat and everything. Yeah, it's very entertaining. Little section there. And then they also had a little laugh over the fact that the region is referred to as Airtropolis. Actually, it's referred to as Aviopolis. That is corrected later in the episode when Matt actually reads the article about Lento Kenta. And we end up with a little, very funny section when they reveal what the definition of Lento Kenta means. Just get the right spot. Video is should be running.
Lento Kenta, which in English means airfield, is a district
Just the excessive reaction alone gets the positive, I think. It's weird. Then, wrapping up, Chris says it was a fake Swedish thrash metal band from Detroit. That's fake Swedish, not a fake band. So a band from Detroit pretending to be Swedish for some reason. Not sure where he got the idea for that, but it was so random, I guess it became plausible. I just think it's ridiculous. We get my positive for that. Just do a random thing that happened. But he did make one key error, if you know anything about thrash metal, in that he said it was in the charts. Yeah, no. Thrash metal does not chart. It's not really a singles type of genre, unless you're Metallica. And most of their songs that charted, I don't think, were thrash metal at all. So it's kind of a funny mistake. But obviously Tom doesn't know anything about metal, so it didn't make a difference. But all in all, I think it was a good pilot episode. They all came up with mostly conceivable things. It was kind of hard to tell. Tom, of course, got both of them wrong. I can't remember which one he thought the second round was. I believe he thought it was the... he goes for the Swedish band, I believe. If you've watched the episode, I might get a better answer than that. I forgot, even though I watched it 10 minutes ago. Anyway, I hope you will come back for next week's episode. It's this week because it's on Thursday. And then next week we'll be doing Monday and Thursday again until we get through all 11 episodes of this show. See you then.